Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Thursday, September 28th. No Jeannie today. She's got treatment today. So if you should need something from Jeannie, you can try via email. We're not totally sure what to expect from treatment today. The last couple treatments kind of soundly put her down for 4 days. So just be patient with her response should you drop a line to Jeannie. And we will, we're cautiously optimistic. Hopefully her numbers are up and treatment options seem better. I don't have a lot to discuss today. My day is going to be focused on shipping. We are working very diligently to get orders out. Nativity, the show orders, the show orders, the Kimberbell event orders, Kimberbell event kits. Jeannie actually worked late last night, later, I should say, to try to get enough out for us to ship. And that way, she wasn't super stressed out. Yeah, this is your favorite, Betty. So this is actually, I don't want to say it's my favorite time of year, the fall. But oh my god, but the fall might be my favorite time of year. Normally it's like primo rock climbing season because it's a little drier than the spring, and it's nice and cool outside, so it's like the best rock climbing weather. But I don't know how much climbing is going to happen for me this year. I keep telling folks that climbing is an all-day activity normally, so it's nice to get out. But I think I'm going to be mountain biking much of this fall, not climbing. It just takes too long to get out and get after it on the rock. Although hopefully I'll get a couple of days out. So yeah, for those of you who've been waiting, we hope to get your orders out in the next couple of days. We've been shipping like 40 to 80 packages a day, and I don't think today's going to be any different. We do have a lot on our plate. So I did think maybe we could go through some technical questions today. Everybody always seems to have something to ask. I have had a lot of questions from folks that have talked about big machines, multi-needles, luminaires, etc. And long story short, like if you want to get them from us, I think it's a great idea. I think you'll find that your training and your support here are at a different level. I've yet to hear of another support coming close to that level of support with training, etc. And if you want to get them here, I can't ship them over the phone, but I'm going to be providing, and I mentioned it yesterday, kind of like a concierge service. Rolo, haven't had a chance yet. I've sent an email, but I haven't heard back. This isn't going to be like a 24 hours later thing. I'll let you know when I get it handled. For any of you that are considering those kind of purchases, and this will be huge next year. I've had a lot of people that have actually asked, will there be a new machine next year? And our understanding is that there will be a new machine next year. Does that mean that you shouldn't get a Luminaire or a big machine? I don't think it does. It depends on how you want to upgrade. Um, you know, I consider anybody that hasn't gotten a Luminaire or a big machine yet this year a holdout. And what I mean by that is like we sold roughly, it was like 350 or 400 Luminaires and Solarises. That said, most of my folks upgraded, like what I considered. And when I say tier one users, it doesn't mean I'm devaluing our other users, but for our like heavy hobbyist users that use their machine a lot and are doing the cutting edge stuff, like most of my Destiny and Dream Machine people upgraded. I'd say probably somewhere around 80%. And we had a number of people upgrade from other machines as well. So for anybody who hasn't gotten those machines yet, you're either new, like you're just getting started and you haven't upgraded, or you're a holdout. You don't feel like you need it. And so I would tell anybody, the only thing I know about the machines is they've gotten more expensive. I've found, quite frankly, the pricing of the baby lock stuff a little perplexing, because wholesale costs went up, but then their map pricing kind of went down a little. And I think they're just trying to figure out where they fit in the market, and they can't figure it out. The brother stuff, very consistently, we've seen good wholesale prices. The deals are there. And for anybody who's held out this long, the only thing I can tell you about the new machine is it will be more expensive. Like that's a guaranteed. So the reason I talk about this is if you've held out this long and you haven't purchased, a lot of times cost is a factor. Costs aren't going down, they're going up. Like I do expect at some point next year, and I'm not promising you this, we will see a closeout deal. And I don't know if when this new machine comes, and like I said, it's been semi-confirmed, but like I don't know if the Luminaire platform, I have a feeling that platform's here to stay for a while. Like I don't know if you're going to see closeout or more competitive pricing. What I can tell you is I don't expect to see prices better than the prices I'm already offering to you. Because my guess is wholesale prices will go up. Shipping costs are going up, stuff like that. Maybe economic conditions change, but I don't see that changing. And so for my holdouts, for the folks that haven't purchased yet, if pricing's been a big factor, what I would tell any of you is just upgrade. Like it's one of those things. There will always be a better phone. There will always be a better computer. The next series is always going to be better. It's Moore's Law. And so it's one of those scenarios where if you're holding out for the next best thing, you're just going to be holding out for the rest of your life. And I know what I can do pricing wise. If you're not in my area, I know, like I've kind of figured out this concierge service that we're going to be offering. What does that mean? You buy the machine, we bring you in. Either we do it same day or you spend the night. You get to spend some time in the store learning your machine before you leave. Your machine doesn't even come out of the box, and then the machine gets shipped to you because I can do that in the store. And the reality is, if you hold out and you wait for the new machine, the only thing I can guarantee is that the new machine will be more expensive. And quite frankly, if you've gone this long without feeling like you're getting what's offered in the Luminaire, the Solaris, what's offered in the new machine is probably not going to be so earth-shattering that it's going to justify the price increase. So it's one of those traps. Like for those of you that have the Luminaire and the Solaris, that have called me. I've had a lot of Solaris people call and basically say, what if I wanted to get the Luminaire? And I've told you to wait. And that's based around my ability to give you the best deal and my ability to help you upgrade in a way that I feel like is fair to the two of us. It's really hard for me to trade in a like machine for a like machine and make a deal work for you, because the way I have to run my business is it's got to work for me. So, and so, you know, if you've been contemplating to consider to evaluate, don't contemplate to consider to evaluate anymore. Call me. Let's figure out if we can put a deal together and we'll make that happen. So, Lynn, I was told yesterday that one of the smaller machines that feature on it is a crochet design that will be offered on the Luminaire or Solaris at some point. I have no idea what that means, Lynn. A crochet design. Are you talking about couching? And so, you know, I do expect, by the way, you'll continue to see updates and upgrades for the Luminaire and the Solaris. It's been an incredibly popular model. And quite frankly, if you've I can't even remember what I was going to say. Anyways, I think you're going to see updates and upgrades for those machines for some time. It's such a massive investment. I think you're going to continue to see them invest with that. The new upgrade for the Stellaire has a few of those. Yeah, so there are like, and listen, there's some stuff on the Stellaire that's not on the Luminaire, like 2-point. My guess is you'll see that get to the machine. But you know, they have a tendency to focus on one machine at a time or groupings of machines. So that may be what they're talking about, is the couching designs, crochet, like it may be a crochet look design or something like that. And you may see that updated for the new machines. If anybody hasn't been watching, there is an update for the Luminaire, the Solaris, the Destiny, the Dream machines. Those will now all use that 7x12 magnetic hoop. And that 7x12 hoop is awesome. Michelle was talking about it the other day. And so at some point when Michelle's feeling better and is back in the store, we'll probably have her talk about what she likes about that particular hoop. Is there a way to reset settings on the Brother NQ1600E? So, by the way, like it is going to be a relatively short live stream today, but let's ask technical questions. If you've got them, I'll take the time I can to answer them. So, NQ1600E. I know in Diagnostics, which is a dealer thing, we can default the machine to its settings in one swoop. Like there's a way for us to go in and reset the machine to factory. The nice thing about that is it sets it up exactly as it was in factory, but it doesn't change any updates or version history. I don't think there's a way for the there's a way to do that as a consumer. I think as a consumer, the only way to get back to factory is to take the machine and take your setting until it is dark. So if you're asking for, and I'm going to try to show you guys this. Let me see if I can get this set up here. I can. So, let's see, window capture. No, that's not what I want. I want video capture device. Let's come here and go to Irian. So, in your settings, if I come into settings, and this is going to be true on Baby Lock and Brother. Why? Because they're the same machine. Your non-default settings, if you'll notice that 4 is a dark letter just with a white background. When I go back to the default setting, it goes back to white letters in a black box. That is how you go to your default settings. So if you've changed a bunch of your settings, Deanna, and you need to get back to default, if you were local to me, I'd go bring it in. I can default it for you. I'd explain what I just explained to you. So you could go through and just go back and take the time to set everything back to default. If you really didn't want to do that, or if you couldn't figure it out, I'd say bring it in and I can actually do a default reset on the machine. And it just takes all the back all there. Or I'm sorry, I Candace. But that's how you do it on your own. It'll save you a trip to your dealer. I mean, depending upon the machine, there are only 10 or 12 pages of settings, and you can just reset all of that. Amazon's pretty good about that. If it's coming to the store and we're closed, they'll actually. Although one time they left a package outside, it was just super weird. Although I sent a complaint and they haven't done it since. The price of the new magnetic hoop. I think we have it advertised on our site for, I think, $3.99, which is the lowest price we are allowed to advertise. And then I am giving you a refund after the fact. So hang on one second. Let me just look at my website so I can give you the appropriate information. Let's go in here. Orders, magnetic frame. So, that magnetic frame is on the website at $439. And I was a little wrong there. That's the lowest price that we're allowed to advertise. And then I'm refunding to you $40. So you can buy it on the website. You'll get your money back. But it ends up at $399.99 for a hoop that's supposed to retail for $600. And there's like a national deal at $439. So basically it's $399.99. I haven't used my 10 needle for a few weeks. Should I oil the little pads as well as the bobbin area when I start my next project? You should be just fine oiling your bobbin area. The upper needle bar should be okay. Jeannie gives you essentially, I think, a reminder of when to oil those. Just oil those when we say to oil them. It should be totally fine. That's one of the benefits of having those pads, is the oil, when it settles, all settles in those pads. I'm trying to do an embroidery that is 8x4, and it's saying it's too big, and I can do 10x6. So when that happens, it is possible. Candace, let me know which machine you have, but you can set your machine up. There is a setting to show the border of the hoop. And so that said, it is possible that where you have that setting, that the design placed, that a corner or a portion of that is outside of the sewable area of your hoop. And so it is also possible, depending upon your machine, that there's like a missing pixel. Like if you did something in IQ Design or Design Center. It is possible. And then the but without seeing your exact scenario, I'm not really sure why it's not allowing you to do it. Normally, it has to do with where the design is positioned or how the design is oriented. And it may just be possible to slide or move it so that it's outside of that. It depends on where they determine the center of the design is. BQ 3050 Quilt Club Series version 4.01. I think we are at 4.51 or 5.01 for those machines. You can go to support.brother.com. Just type in BQ 3050. That'll pull up your machine and it'll show you what updates are there and their instructions on how to do that. Does Baby Lock digital dual feed fit Brother Luminaire? Are the Baby Lock accessories compatible with the Brother machines? Your Baby Lock accessories are made by Brother. They work on all the Brother machines. They are the same machines. So yes, the Baby Lock digital dual feed will fit the Brother Luminaire. The Brother Luminaire came with its own digital dual feed foot. So they're identical. Like one may look different than the other because depending upon which version of the Luminaire you have or which Baby Lock you have, you may have a compact digital dual feed foot, which is smaller. It'll sit on the machine and work just fine. Everything you have that is Baby Lock, except for a handful of feet, which they have made by another manufacturer, and a couple of machines which are made by Jaguar, the company that makes Singer, are made by Brother. So yes, the answer is almost a resoundingly yes. I'd say like 80 to 90% of those accessories will fit, and there is no problem there. Thank you very much, Heather, for the link there. Is the 7x12 magnetic hoop a Baby Lock brand or is it interchangeable with a Brother? What I have in the store is the Brother hoops. The Baby Lock is identical. It's made by Brother. It's just put in a box that says Baby Lock. And so, yes, it is completely interchangeable. If you have a Baby Lock hoop, you can use it on your Brother machine. If you have a Brother hoop, you can use it on your Baby Lock machine. If you want to get it from me, you're going to get the Brother one. You just put it on your Baby Lock machine, which is a Brother in Baby Lock clothing. So I'm going to get the day going here. Are there any other technical questions that folks would? How long is your sewing machine service out? I am, I've been telling folks, and it's funny, it was super busy yesterday, but I got 3 people working on machines at times. So I am telling people 2 weeks. I'm about 2 weeks out right now. Yeah, come and see me and we'll get you going. And I think we're actually doing much faster than that, but that's what I've been telling folks. So, have a great day. Make something awesome. Karen is going to be in the store helping me with phones and a number of other things. Newest update from Baby Lock, off the top of my head, I don't know what that newest update is. Betty, you have the Solaris. Go into your Solaris in the last page of settings. It should tell you if there's an update available. As long as you're hooked up to your wireless network, your machine will actually tell you that. But I don't know off the top of my head what number that is for the Solaris and the Luminaire. Have a great day. Make something awesome. We'll see you tomorrow. Maybe with Jeannie, probably not, but we'll see. If you have questions for Jeannie, drop her an email, but give her until Monday or Tuesday to get through those. And I'm going to get to shipping. Take care. Have a great day. Bye. Are the all things giving thanks kits shipping? I'm actively